Hi, Jason Ubanich here from Create PT Wealth, another business tip. Now, if you saw my last video on why discounting is evil, then this is a follow-up for that. So what we covered off on that last video was that it's not so much that discounting can be evil, it's there's a place for it. However, the main thing was a lot of trainers, what they do is they discount without really thinking about the end goal in mind. So they have no idea why they're discounting, they just do it because everyone else does it and they just think that's a good idea if someone does one or more sessions. So what I want to look at today is when is discounting a good thing, and really one way to make it effective that we've used quite successfully over the years. So, you know, what you need to understand is that getting some, I guess, insights into ways to really manage your business and to make it more successful is really the key here. So what you need to know before discounting is this though. We need to look at what is your end financial target. What are you actually trying to achieve with your business? So unless you know that, you really are in the dark. So you need to be able to articulate that you want to be earning X amount of dollars. Is that gross, before tax or after tax? What is the end figure? Unless you know that, then you're going to make business decisions that are based on nothing, really. They're just based on, well, I just thought it was a good idea to do. Anybody who's running a successful business will be able to tell you exactly why they do anything day to day, week to week, month to month. If you don't know that, then you're really just guessing. So once we figure out what is our end financial target, that makes it a lot easier for us to make our business decisions based on that and not just guesswork. It's a little bit, if you had a client come to you and they wanted to get a certain goal like 15, 20 kilos, you need to find out exactly what it is they're trying to achieve in the end game, so you can help them with their training, their eating, their nutrition, the whole lot. Unless you understand that, then you're just guessing and hope. They're going to hope and maybe they're going to get the results they want. So it's no different in business. If you're not tracking, testing, measuring, you don't have a really clear end goal, it's going to be very challenging for you to be successful in the long term, short and medium for that matter. Once we find out this, then we can look at, okay, well, how many sales do we need? And what I mean by that is, well, how many sessions do we need to have? If you're a solo trainer and you've got an end financial target, goal, or whatever that may be, you can work back and go, well, we need to be selling in this many sessions. Of course, that will depend on your price. So the cheaper you are, the more you have to sell, the more top end you are, because you're better at marketing, sales, and delivery of the service, maybe the area you're in. All those things can add up and count. Then, depending on your model, then you know, that's going to affect the amount. Either way, you get my point. You've got to figure out, based on your end goal, what is that? How many does that equal? Next thing we need to look at is, well, what's your average cost per sale need to be? So you might have some people on different rates because you've had people start with you earlier, and your new rate could be 88, but because they've been your greatest discounted and loyal clients, they've got a greatest discounted rate, so they might be on $77. So you might have a spectrum of different client prices. The best you can on that point, try to get everyone, attempt to get everyone on a similar rate. You know, you might have two rates because there's new client rate and then there's past clients and they get a slight different discount, but they still keep increasing over the years in terms of when you have price increases. Look at your average dollar sale, and if you don't know how to work that out, you've got to take out you got to look at all the sessions you do. So if you're doing 30 sessions per week, you need to get the sum total every single session, the cost of what they are. What I see is trainers, they've got prices all over the shop. They've got like people on, there's like 10 different people on different rates. You want to avoid doing that. Get people onto the same rate. Only have at least two different pricing rates, you know, across the board. It just makes it a lot easier. Anyway, get people to work out your average cost. You need to work out the average of all those particular pricing structures that you have over all the sessions that you're doing. That will give you the average. That then leads us on to, well, once you do that, you'll be able to tell if you're on track to hit your end financial target or not. What a lot of trainers get very surprised that they work out that while they've got some people on 88, 55, you know, their average sale is a lot less, and what they want to actually achieve, they haven't written down goal-wise, but they'd say, I'd like to earn 80 grand, 90 grand. They realise, or 100 grand, they realise they're way off it. They're more looking like earning 65 or 70. So, you know, you need to know what's going on in your business. Anyway, that part done, we look at, well, where's a way that you can discount that doesn't really impact your business, adds huge value, perceived value to the potential client. You need to figure out what the price is that you need to receive. So once again, average sale, that's going to help you with this. You go, okay, I need to get X amount to be able to reach this end financial target. Then figure out the price you would actually like to get. So always set the next price that you want to get. So at the moment you might be at 77, but I really like to be getting 88 per session. And that's your goal, to always keep yourself moving forward to aim for. Here's an example of that. So, you know, it's $88 per session is what you want. However, 77 per session for 30 sessions a week, whatever that sums work out to be, will get you to your end financial target for the financial year. That's what you need to work out. I mean, of course, you know, if it's 30 to get the exact amount, maybe you go a bit beyond, above that, allowing for times where it might drop off, etc. So you got to work and factor in things like Christmas and all those periods as well, because that will change the figures dramatically. Now, once you do all that part, the next step is that this is where the wow factor comes into the client. So you pitch the price at 88 because that's the rate you actually want to be getting for your service. Maybe you're not quite there. You're not quite confident to go there. You're concerned about, will people pay that? Here's a great way to do it. Get some confidence, get some evidence that you are probably underselling yourself at the moment. You could get more for your service without needing to have to do it. So this whole process serves a couple of really good key points and strategies. You get them to agree on the value that $88 is a fair investment to pay per session for the end outcome that they are after. So I'm going to assume that you're good at sales. If you're not, you need to get good at that process. Overcoming objections, setting up the sales appointment, making them see the value that really what you're going to deliver is worth them investing. Mainly it comes down to, a lot of times it comes down to people not seeing the value in it. And of course sometimes price was just going to play a part in it, but there's also plenty of people out there driving cars they can't afford because of the way it's going to make them feel, so they see the value in spending that money. So I'm not going to go into sales too much more, but I think you get my point. We need to get them to agree that paying $88 is a fair investment, and that they would do that because you're good at the sales process. Once you know that they've agreed to do that, here comes the wow factor. What you would say, and let's just pretend that I'm talking to John, he's my potential client. I'd say, John, look, virtually no one pays $88 per session to train with us. They're going to be thinking, why? Okay, and what's coming next? And what we would say at that point is, well, John, on our pay-as-you-go system, that's where our clients receive the greatest discounted rate. And at that point, you say, so on that particular system, our clients only need to invest $77 per session. So now John's just received a $10 discount. For you though, it's actually the rate that you need to be getting as an average dollar per sale to get your year-end financial targets. At that point, we don't discount any further. This is a part where I would never get into discounting for doing two or more sessions, because your time is your time and they're paying for an end result, and that's what you have to value. If you don't value it, once again, there's no way that you should expect them to value it as well. Here's the benefits of this model. It discourages people from paying cash. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole direct debit thing versus cash, but our opinion is you got to get your clients on direct debit. It's going to save you a lot of headache. It makes it easier for you to run your business and monitor it. So predictably every month you can see from your direct debit what's coming in, and if nothing changed at all, you know what your expenses are, you know what you're potentially going to earn. That's if nothing else changed. You've got no more sessions on board, etc. So it's very important to know that so you can predict your income. Am I on the right track or not? Rather than taking cash, chasing people up for cash, people not paying, also it makes it easier for the client to pay a weekly fee rather than, okay, once it's come up for their 10-pack again, now you have to resell them, so you're constantly selling to them anyway. And if they've got something pop up in their life and they can't afford the big some fee of money, then you're really shooting yourself in the foot. So most people can manage to pay a smaller weekly fee rather than a large upfront fee in cash. It's just a headache. You've got to manage that money effectively. And for most trainers we speak to, they get the money, they spend it, and then they're not getting more money for 10 weeks or whatever it works out to be. It's just a really messy way to do it. I'm not going to go into direct debit. However, these are the benefits of this particular model. clients get a great discount on this rate. And so our way that we word it is we go, John, are you the type of person who'd rather pay the larger upfront fee or pay as you go? Now, it's a no-brainer. Of course, people don't want to pay the larger upfront fee. So in this case, you get actually penalised for paying cash. No one ever asks why that's the case because, you know, the good old days, you pay cash, you get a discount. In this case, I've got to go to the bank. I've got to manage it. I've got to do this. It's a lot more running around. I've got to actually pay for my time again. Because remember, you're in a service business where everything you do is time related, time for money. And so if anyone asks, that's why, because I've got to now do all this admin running around. This system makes it a hell of a lot easier. We can deliver our service way more effectively. You can get on and get the results because that's what we do great. And so when we would ask that question, John, are you the type of person rather pay the larger upfront fee or pay as you go? They're going to say pay as you go, and we go, yep, and that's why 98% of our clients choose that method. So quite simple. You get to earn what you need. It's because you've worked it out. This is all very predictable business principles 101. It's how you do business. It's how you make business decisions, not just because you think it's a good idea, because you've actually worked out what it is you want to achieve. You work backwards, and you only ever make the decisions based on does it make sense. So in our business and when we work with our students, the first question we always ask is, why are we doing this? You know, look at our goals, go to our goals. Does this take us further away from our goals or closer to the goals? Does it make it harder for us? Does it make it easy for us? Is there a win in it for the client? Is there a win in it for us? They're the things you need to answer. Now, this is my tip on the discounting. I hope it's made sense. If you're interested in taking your business to a whole new level, if you understand there's more for you to achieve, if you would like a better lifestyle, you would like to have more freedom, flexibility, if you'd like to be able to make money in your business without you actually having to turn up and be the only one who is able to do that, then look, why not contact us? You can email us, you can go to our websites, you can contact us. We've got seminars running all around the country. I really recommend you get yourself along to one of those events. You can contact our education consultant, Brett Scott, by going to brettschott@createptwealth.com.au. He'd be more than happy to get in contact with you, have a friendly, no obligation chat to see if attending one of our seminars is the right move for you, or what other education that we could provide for you if there's something that you're looking at doing and that's getting better results in your business. Anyway, I hope this has been of value to you. You can take away a couple of points from this, start to action these things immediately, and start to get yourself a bit of a different perspective on how to do your business and how to do it successfully. All right, have a fantastic rest of your week and look forward to connecting with you real soon.